So the top 10 lacrosse recruits in the class of 2024, starting with number 10, Caden Harshbarger, a midfielder from Lake Mary, Florida. Athletic is the first word that comes to mind when you watch this guy play. Whether it's a shot down the alley or a defensive stand at the end of the game, he can make plays all over the field. At 6 feet tall and 175 pounds, Harshbarger has all the physical capabilities that D1 lacrosse coaches rave about. His ability to shoot the ball from the outside, but also uses quickness on the inside makes him a special player, and his phone will be ringing off the hook in September. I'm excited to see where Harshbarger plays college lacrosse, and I just know that we'll be seeing him on ESPNU soon. And next up at number 9, we have Kershis, an attackman from Shoreham-Wading River in Long Island. This guy makes a living at X picking apart defenses and getting to the cage if he needs to. He always has his head up, which makes it so tough for defenders to know if he's about to pass or shoot. But calling Liam just an ex-attackman would be doing his game a disservice. You can see this man make plays all over the field. In his highlights, you can see him multiple times getting the ball back on the ride, and he's also deadly from the wing, so you can't just play him in one place. I think he's a lefty, but he also scores at will with his right hand, which makes him a matchup nightmare however you try to play him. His coach says he's one of the most cerebral attackmen he's ever coached, and you can clearly see why in his highlights. He reminds me a lot of another Shoreham-Wading River alum, Chris Gray, who's absolutely tearing it up in the PLL. I think Liam projects extremely well at the next level. And at number 8, we have Kyle Colsey, an attackman out of Richfield, Connecticut. The first thing you notice about Kyle is that he plays a million miles an hour. He has one speed and it's 110%. Whether he's popping out of roll dodges or making a defender fall over at X, Kyle has the quickness and toughness that's every college coach's dream. Get this, he put up over 100 points as a freshman and 95 as a sophomore. They say numbers don't lie, and anyone who puts up back-to-back season with almost 100 points is scary. I love the shooting range of this kid. He's not afraid to pull up from 15 yards or shoot while fading away from the goal. He just knows he has the shooting power and accuracy to get it past any goalie. You can smell this man's confidence from a mile away. And one underrated part of his game is that he seems to be really patient. He doesn't take the first shot. He's constantly taking 2 or 3 more steps to get a better angle or use one more fake to move the goalie before he shoots. The game clearly comes natural to him. I don't know where he's going to end up playing college lacrosse, but wherever it is, he's going to find playing time immediately. And coming in hot at number 7, we have Ben McCarthy, a face-off midfielder from the Haverford School in Pennsylvania. It's rare for a face-off man to be this highly rated in a class, but it's no secret why. First of all, this guy is a serious threat to score, and he's not just chucking it at the cage and hoping for the best. He's taking high-quality shots that many face-off men just simply can't take. He's also winning the ball at around 75% in the prestigious Inter AC League in Philadelphia. It's one of the most notoriously challenging high school lacrosse leagues in the entire country, and he did all of this as just a sophomore. Imagine how good this guy will be by the time he steps on a college campus. I'll be honest, I'm a biased offensive guy, and rarely do face-off guys get me excited, but watching Ben play, I just know I'll see this guy on D1 All-American lists for years to come. And next up at number 6, we have Lucca Dibartolomeo, an LSM from the Malvern School in Philadelphia. First of all, he's a for sure lock on the lacrosse all-name team with a last name like that. And second of all, he's already beaten cancer while maintaining an extremely high level of lacrosse. So before I even started watching his highlights, I was impressed. So my jaw immediately dropped when I decided to turn on the film. His coach calls him a freak, and you can see exactly why. This guy runs like he has a wild animal chasing him. His high school coach also says he has the potential to be one of the best players he's ever seen, and that's saying a lot for a school like Malvern Prep that consistently churns out Division I talent every single year. As an LSM, he checks all the boxes. He's a ground ball vacuum, he throws hard checks and runs like a gazelle, but he's also an offensive threat too. He's not afraid to absolutely rip it, which is a quality that more and more college and professional coaches look for. Simply put, Lucca is one of the top LSMs in the entire class, and he'll be on every single D1 coach's list. He also has a set of twin brothers in his grade, so some lucky college team might be getting 3 brothers in the same recruiting class. That's pretty cool. Okay, so top 5 players, here we go. And by the way, you can join 3,000 other lacrosse players and join the Lax Weekly email newsletter packed with tangible tips on how to become a better lacrosse player. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go subscribe now. Coming in oh so hot at number 5, we have Ryan Duenkel, an attackman from St. John's in Washington, D.C. If you're a big lacrosse fan, you might have seen his highlights before, but if not, you are in for quite the treat. His change of direction is crazy. His feet are some of the quickest I've seen, and he makes defenders look downright silly from X. He kind of makes the game look easy. I never feel like he's in a rush, and he's constantly making the right play. But it's not just his scoring ability that impresses me, it's his vision too. He's making crazy skip passes all over the field, and his head is always up ready to make a pass at any given moment. He's also casually the number 3 football kicker in his class, so it's very realistic to think he could be playing both football and lacrosse wherever he ends up going to college. His brother currently plays football at UVA, and his dad played football there, so I'm thinking there's a pretty good chance we could see this guy in a Cavalier uniform. I think he'd fit right in at UVA and just be next in line with some of the Virginia lacrosse greats. And next up at number 4, we have Mike Rooney, a do-it-all midfielder who plays for Lawrenceville and New Jersey. At 6'1" and 175 pounds, this guy has all the physical capabilities to dominate at the Division I level, and he's not afraid to rip it with his right or left hand. He's aggressive. I love the way he dodges straight into the defense and isn't afraid to get hit if it means he's going to get an opportunity to score. He's also extremely fast and uses his quick burst down the alley to get around defenders in any way he wants to. After being a top 2023 recruit, he reclassed to the 2024 class, and now he's solidified himself as a top recruit. To me, this guy screams ACC midfielder. A big, strong, fast guy who can do it all. Now here we go with top 3, starting with number 3, Tade Wynn, a goalie originally from Kansas who plays for Culver Academy in Indiana. First of all, correct me if I'm wrong, but Tade has to be the best player to ever come out of Kansas. That is so impressive to be this highly ranked coming from a non-hotbed like Kansas. And second of all, Tade Wynn ties number 6 recruit Lucca Dibartolomeo for the lacrosse all-name team. Tade Wynn is a pretty incredible name, but don't let his name and his home state distract you. His goalie ability is off the charts. In his highlights, he's making all sorts of ridiculous stops that very few goalies can make, and he's making it look easy. He's also fought for starting time at Culver Academy as a sophomore, which is no easy feat considering they're one of the very best high schools in the entire country. He has the confidence and the experience to make a very excellent goalie at the next level. A good goalie can make or break a lacrosse team, and Army West Point was already able to land. I think Army is getting a potential 4-year starter with Tade Wynn, and I'm so excited to see him tear it up at the next level. And coming in strong at number 2, we have Luke Hublitz, a defender from the Brunswick School in Connecticut. At 6'3", 190 pounds, it's hard not to notice Luke whenever he steps onto the field. And when you watch his highlights, it's crazy to see how much trust his team puts in him. Many times they leave him completely out on an island to let him dominate his one-on-one matchup and cause plenty of turnovers. He plays defense, but plenty of coaches could see him at the LSM position too. He's that quick, rangy, and skilled to be successful wherever you decide to put him. He's got the size and skill to play college lacrosse wherever he wants, and we'll be seeing him on TV quite soon. And drumroll please, at number 1 we have Peter Laake, a defender from Loyola in Baltimore, Maryland. To be the number 1 recruit as a defender in lacrosse is no easy feat, but from every account I've heard, Peter Laake has the potential to be a very special talent. Multiple coaches say he's the most complete player they've ever seen at his age, and that's scary to think what he might look like in a few years by the time he steps on a college campus. Playing in the extremely prestigious MIAA A conference in Baltimore, Peter is playing high-level competition every single week, and he's getting the reps, experience, and instruction to dominate at the next level. Peter just seems like the type of guy that could be a 4-year starting defender for a high-level D1 school, and I'm just excited to see where he goes. And I read every comment, so let me know down in the comments below what video you want to see next. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and all that good stuff. I'm Jake with Lax Weekly. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.